I've told my fair share of lies. Actually, I'm capping. I've told enough lies for a lifetime, an abundance of lies. Sometimes I'd even lie for no reason. Me telling the truth in a certain situation would have no consequences. They would ask me, what did you have for dinner last night? And I'd tell them I had beef. Meanwhile, I had chicken. Me telling them I had chicken, would that have changed anything? Would that have had any other consequence? No, because no one cares what you ate. But I would just be like, I had beef. Sometimes I would feel bad and I would tell them, like, they would be like, what did you eat for dinner? I'd be like, beef. And I'm like, okay, I'm lying, I had chicken. Because, like, I would realize that there's no point for me to lie in that moment. And with this plethora of lies that I've told in my lifetime, right, I have never once fooled myself. I've never once believed the lies I've told myself. And you might be superhuman and you're able to believe the lies you tell yourself. And at that point, it's just delusion. You can't lie to yourself because you're present for every single thing that happens to you in your life. Like, you're present for everything. Every single thing, you are there. Have you ever had those moments where your friend would be lying to someone else about something that happened while you're with them and you're just looking at them like, how far? That's how you look at yourself every time you try to lie to yourself. I believe we all have a voice that tells us the truth. It may not be the loudest voice. It may not even be crystal clear. But there will be a slight nudging like, this isn't good. Don't do this. What you're doing isn't this situation. You know the truth. You should drop the situation. Most of the time, we don't listen to it. My friends know that most of the time, especially when it comes to women, I don't listen to it. Why something may not be good for you, you may not know, but it will still be telling you the truth that, Leshak, you can try to tell yourself a different narrative to warp the situation in a manner that seems good for you. But deep down, you always know the truth. And because that feeling of knowing the truth will be deep down, you will never be run away from it. What? TJ! And because that feeling of knowing the truth is within us, you will never be run away from... TJ! And because that feeling of knowing the truth is within us, we will never be able to run away from it. Imagine trying to run away from sadness. You can't because you feel it inside of you. That's the same with knowing the truth. And that's the reason you can't lie to yourself. Because the truth is always in you. You see people on the internet talking about affirmations and how changing your beliefs is going to help you do better in life, right? But what I've learned is there's no way that you can believe in yourself. Like, truly believe in yourself, truly have no doubts that you're going to succeed. If you know that you're doing the wrong things, there's no amount of lies that you can tell to yourself. There's no way that you can construct a sentence so that you believe the lies that you're telling yourself. You may be able to make other people believe in you. I'm very open with my parents as to what I want to do in this current phase of my life, right? And it's very different to most people. Last year, I wasn't living up to my potential. Last year, I wasn't doing enough. Like, the life is, I was slacking. And the results showed that I was slacking. My parents would come to me and they'd be like, what's going on here? And I would come up with elaborate ways to explain things so that it would sound complicated so that I would believe. But whenever I tried to do the same thing for myself, it never worked. Because I was with myself every moment of every day. So I knew the truth. And because I knew the truth, I couldn't lie to myself. Yes, I could tell a certain narrative, but I would never believe it. I would know that the brutal truth is I wasn't doing enough. And because I knew I wasn't doing enough, I was always stressed, worrying about whether things were going to work out. And that was justified because I wasn't doing enough. You can convince the world that you're working hard. You can convince everyone around you that you're doing a certain thing. But you'll never be able to convince the most important person in your life. And that is you.